I think I'm gonna try and tactically use my spell slots.
I just realized I have 17 slots, and I am overwhelmed.
Oh my
What
god.
can't I do?
Wow.
It's crazy being this high level, huh?
It really is. And a full-on caster, just weird.
Feels weird, bruh.
That's good. That's good. I'm going to try. Oh, food's here. Hold on, bye.
Hey, we're 13th level, right?
I believe so.
Hey, I just realized I wasn't really keeping up with my backup character for Blizzthrex. So I'm just gonna make a whole new character out of scratch real quick.
Okay, I'm back. Is everybody ready?
Pretty much.
I'm
Technically, yes.
I
here.
believe so.
Okay, let's start this off. So last time on the level above, you were embroiled in some drow politics and a drow wedding. Um, However, that wedding did not end well. Um, for one, what was her name? Sorry, I'm kind of. Yeah, that wedding did not end well for Ethel. Um, as she was whisked away by the real Hallister, not the simulacrum that she was marrying. And you were shown the way out to the next level. And where we left off was you're in a bitter, cold, damp cave. Water drips from above. Stalagmites rise like fangs from the floor, flanking an iron door whose lintel is carved to resemble a skeletal hand. An arcane flame burns eternal in that hand, and it welcomes you to this place, a place named on the lintel as Arcturia Doom.
And this is what we walk into, correct?
Yes, you've come out into this large cave. There are several meandering cavern paths around you, but to the northeast is the doors that I described.
And those are two doors, correct?
Two iron doors.
Harold will walk up to Blizz and be like, kind of makes you miss being a cloud, doesn't it?
You're not wrong, old man. It was kind of nice. I'll go up to the two doors and knock.
Your knock echoes out tinnily across the room, the caverns you're in, but you get no response.
Maybe we can see if it's locked.
Uh, just really quick, could you recap the room?
Yes, you've just come from the south here, down a long cavern. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yep.
Okay, so here you've come in. You've got a couple of cavern ways, pathways. This here, 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 and the doors are right here.
Ah. Do you still think that west is death? I think we could go southeast.
I mean, sure, you're in charge. What's the worst that could happen here?
I mean, I've been saying that for quite some time. Southeast.
Oops. Hold on, my eraser isn't working right. Well, poo.
Control Z.
It was Alt, so you'll hear my mic while I'm erasing, FYI.
Ah.
As you move southwards, this damp, dripping cave contains a veritable forest of stalagmites and stalactites.
Hmm.
Perhaps we should do this stealthily, huh?
I think that's a good idea.
Harold will do some stretches, kind of like, some squats, kind of get all the creaks out.
Okay.
Make some stealth checks. You need to
That's
change your
probably
character.
the wrong character.
Oh, I'm pretty proud.
That stretching really helped. Okay, those are pretty good stealth checks. You weave and dodge around the various stalagmites and stalactites that hang down and up from the floor. You avoid splashing in puddles, and you're making your way further south.
Yep.
In this claw-shaped cavern, otherwise empty, you find 3 backpacks made of woven spider webs.
I'll go pick one up and go through it.
Searching through it, you find a mess kit, 10 days of rations, dried mushrooms, moss, and boiled crocodile eggs. That's the rations. 50 feet of spider silk rope, and a full water skin that seems to have been made from some sort of lizard splatter. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Just trying to add the a couple of things. Looks like maybe some adventurers. This might have belonged to them. Hard to tell.
I don't want to meet whatever made or took those adventurers' items away.
Oh, come on now. That's the fun of the mystery.
I'll take like the rope, the rations, and the water skin with water in it.
Okay.
Going through the other ones.
The same.
Does anyone need more rope? Rope.
I'm good.
Maybe
I'm
some
alright.
food.
I'm fine without it.
Then we'll go ahead and get out of here.
You head back up north.
And to the west.
You can meander uh, southwest or northwest.
Let's try southwest.
The tunnels branch off.
From going in the tunnel, let's stay to the far left. So, as we're entering in the tunnel, we'll go to the left, the big one right there. Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way down this way, you hear a howling scream. You see this hideously deformed Dwagar, size 9 feet tall, has skulls one large bulbous head that has 3 ears, 3 eyes, 2 noses, 2 mouths. It has a third arm on the right side of its body, and its left leg splits into 2 at the knee, giving it 3 feet. It howls in fury and misery as it screams, Arcturia! 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 That's initiative.
I was super prepared.
Please, you're the first to see this creature come barreling at you in its crazed manner, no light of sanity in its eyes. What would you like to do?
About how far away are we from it?
About 40 feet. Oh, sorry. No, that's wrong. 20 feet.
20 feet?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay. You mark the creature.
And I'm going to shoot it with my longbow.
Okay.
Do you get Dread Ambusher?
Yes, I do. Since it'll
Good
be the
job.
first attack. I was just thinking of that too. I was like, don't forget.
Do you of 40? One moment. That penetrates this creature's armor.
Okay. So that was 1 for the Dread Ambusher, and then I'll add in the Hunter's Mark. And then I'll go ahead and make my second attack.
And that will hit.
For Hunter's Mark. And that's it for my actions.
Dash. This hideous creature bears down upon you. Quickly, Blizz has fired 2 shots into it. What would you like to do? It splashes against what remnants of armor it has left, harmlessly. And it bears down. Blizz, I believe you were leading the way, right?
Correct.
But there's no light in here, so it can't see you. But it knows where you are because you just shot it. In that case, it will attack with disadvantage. missing as it brings its war pick towards your skull, instead crashing into the ground. Then the third arm that hangs from its side brings the javelin in towards you, narrowly missing you as it passes in front of your chest.
Whew.
Harold.
Wow, that could have gone better.
You reach out and you place your hands on this creature, and you see a patch of ice and blackened skin grow where you touched.
If it's undead, it'll have disadvantage on attacking me until my next turn.
It is not. Anything else? No.
Just thought
Clover.
I'd have my basis numbers. Never know.
This is true.
Okay. Just to recap, am I on silver? If not, can I get on him?
Would you have been on him when you were stealthing around in the caves?
Maybe. Probably not, since I didn't roll silver stealth.
Then let's say
So-
no for now.
So if I can, I'd like to get on silver,
Okay.
and then I'm going to stay back 5 feet from it. So 10 feet. So I can reach it with my lance. And then
Sounds
I'm
good.
going to attack with my lance.
All right. So you clamber on top of Silver, whose shoulders are almost above your head, and you grab your lance from the saddle and poke it forward. How would you like to do this?
As in... Oh,
As in kill him.
Right to the head.
So you bring the lance up, and this creature is 9 feet tall. So you
Just
really
right to
just
the head.
come from the ground and up through the chin.
Can't hear you, DM.
Oh, sorry, I got excited and started doing the hand motions, taking my hands off the keys. So you come up from the ground because this creature is 9 feet tall, and you bring your lance up from the ground up into its chin and through its head until it pokes out just a little out of the skull. And there it stays as the life leaves its body. One last mournful whisper of Octoria.
I wonder who Octoria is.
I am not entirely sure. Did this giant Dwagar, was he like really wearing anything, or was it all kind of just tatters?
This creature was wearing tatters of armor, but otherwise, no.
Looking around the room.
Ah, yes, around this room. Let me see. Let me move my page here. Let me look at my map. There's a garden of fungus sprouting from the mounds of offal on this uneven floor. The fungi release clouds of dimly luminescent spores that kind of fill the cave like a fine mist hanging in the air. Off to the east, you see through the cavern a pair of standing stones with an inanimate minotaur skeleton embedded into each one.
I think we should be careful with that skeleton.
Well, I mean, we don't have to go up with that. Does it look like the Minotaurs are wearing armor?
They are skeletons embedded in rock.
Oh, okay, they're embedded into
Mm-hmm.
the rock themselves. I mean, unless you want to go check it out, Clover.
I would rather not tempt fate and act.
So Clover says, no, thank you, basically.
Oh, okay. We'll start heading northwest.
Okay. Up in this smaller cavern here, you see a patch of black moss with a imprint in it, as if somebody had laid in it. At the southernmost tip of the chamber, there is a carrion crawler with a hole deep inside of its head, um, piercing all the way through.
That is kind of disturbing. I guess we will head northwest.
As you come into this room,
We lost Clover.
uh-oh. Let's give him a minute to get back. All right, looks like he's back.
Okay, my internet decided, no, I'm not going to have you be able to get on Discord anymore.
Okay, so as you move into this westernmost area, you see in this room two creatures feeding on the rotten corpse of another same creature, carrion crawlers. They don't look up as you enter.
Can we tell what kind of creatures they are?
Carrion crawlers, as I just said.
Oh, I thought that's what was being fed on.
It is. And it's also what's eating it.
Oh.
Internet coming back on and off.
Okay.
probably the storm.
Probably.
Kids walked into a room with carry-on crawlers eating carry-on crawlers.
It's 2 carrion crawlers eating 1 dead carrion crawler.
Well, we should probably try to avoid that to the best we can.
So I'll get low, and I'll just kind of put one finger up to my lips. Just go shh, and do a little sneaky sneak.
And how are you sneaking? Like, where?
Along the east wall,
Okay.
and then we're just gonna take that first exit out of the room.
Okay.
Uh, okay, so as we get into this hallway, that was a sound.
Mhm.
As we get into this hallway, we'll take the first exit to the left.
Okay. It brings you back to the room with carrion crawlers.
Okay. Turn back around, and we'll take the second exit.
Okay.
Go left.
This way?
Yeah.
To the east, it ends in a dead end.
Okay. We'll start west.
I mean, not east, west, sorry. West.
Oh. Oh, to the west is a dead end.
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't know my directions.
Okay, then we'll head east.
Okay, you're back in the central chamber you had come in on.
Well then. Blistax just kind of flaps his arms.
There's always the metal door. They look pretty good right about now.
This is true. This is true.
Oh, before I forget, let me ask y'all's light source. Cause does everybody have dark vision? Harold, do you have dark vision?
That's a negative.
Okay, so what's y'all's light source?
We could use a torch. Unless someone has light or produce flame. Light or produce flame would be easy, but I don't have light.
I do have torches and a free hand.
You can do that.
Actually, scratch that. I do have light.
Oh, you could cast it on my staff and I can carry it around for y'all.
Sounds good. I'll cast it on your staff.
Alright, Hugh touches staff, and we'll assume this happened before y'all went exploring. Or that or Harold has just basically been holding hands with somebody. Not
Yep.
unlike another character we know. And
Totally different. I never hold hands.
and much like copyright infringement, much like in Lord of the Rings when Gandalf's staff lights up, it's like that, and it sheds a bright light out for 30 feet and a dim light for an additional 30.
So you're thinking that maybe doors open somehow?
Most doors tend to.
Too bad I totally had a spell to open the doors.
Well, you haven't even checked if they're locked yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and go check. Check the
They're
doors.
not locked.
Ah, well then. Through the doors we go.
Okay. As you enter Acturia Doom, time itself halts. Giants and hobgoblins stand bewildered and frozen, leaning over the piles of scrap metal they were sorting through. You can hardly move. You feel numb, except for an ill wind that blows up and down your spine. You hear the Mad Mage before you see him, before he teleports into this chamber. He brandishes a scepter, speaking into it. This is Hallister Blackcloak coming at you live on the Multiverse's premier game show, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Tonight is a special night, folks, for we're airing this episode live. Live, I tell you, live. Our contestants have made it to Octuria Doom, the site of our mid-season finale. Let's see how our contestants are doing tonight. Hallister then reappears near you, brandishing that scepter. He holds the scepter, the end of the scepter towards you, Blizthrax, and you feel your jaw loosen and you're able to speak. How you feeling tonight, Blizthrax, old buddy, old pal, old friend?
Or you know, but the same as always.
You
Just
hear
trying to survive.
you hear canned laughter from around you. Next, the scepter is pointing at Dash. Dash, you feel your jaw loosen and you're able to speak. Dash, how do you feel tonight?
Much like in Fifth Element, he leans over and he's like, I feel fine.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Next, he's pointing the scepter at Clover. Clover, how are you tonight?
Doing good, friend. Doing good. Very excited.
And then last, he points it at Harold, and he goes, Now, Harold here is a newcomer to our show, having only been around for one episode. Harold, how are you doing, buddy?
Well, a little creaky, but full of pep and excitement like you wouldn't even believe.
Oh, that's great. He holds the staff down to Dean. And Dean, as the crowd favorite, how are you feeling tonight? And Harold and Clover, you understand what's being said, but Blizz and Dash, y'all are completely lost. As Dean goes, I'm feeling real good, Hallister. HB, my friend. I think we have what it takes to go all the way. And when we win, we're going to Walt Pixie Studios. And Hallister then stares beyond you, as if there was an audience watching from afar. Now, folks, the ground rules for tonight's challenge. My dear apprentice, Arcturia, has crafted a weapon of mass disintegration. That's right, a WMD. I've never been prouder. It's due to go off in about, he looks at his wrist at this tiny device strapped to it, 10 minutes after I shut up. And when it does, all living creatures in this lair will get their asses dusted. Unless the contestants here can find its 6 mithril keys and shut the weapon off before it's too late. Alistair turns his attention back to you. The keys, my contestants, the keys. 6 of them, all scattered across Arcturia Doom. Behold, clues! Within your hands are suddenly a handful of notes written in a janky script. Riddles, directions. Alistair looks beyond you once again. The challenge has been laid, the stakes raised. Can our dear contestants shut down the WMD, or shall they be dusted? Can we get some love and support? The cheers, jeers, and roars of an audience thunder in your ears. Countless languages, thousands of words, some dripping with contempt, some with adoration, but all thick with a sadistic amusement. Dust, 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 they cry. The Mad Mage flashes you a smile and says, You got 10 minutes. Go. Time unfreezes. A siren blares in your ears. A woman's reedy voice that says, WMD activated. Launching in T minus 10 minutes. The giants seem undisturbed. They shout, Arcturia Doom is ours! While the hobgoblins barrel towards you, weapons drawn, and clearly deaf to the alarm ringing in your ears. Great. Just great.
Oh God.
Now I've got a countdown going in the dice room. Make sure I'm going to pin that. But this is going to account for everything you do, including our breaks that we take. So you have 2 hours real time to shut off the weapon of mass disintegration.
Ooh. Well, let's get hoofing it.
So these creatures are barreling towards you. Which direction would you like to run? Oh, and let me give you those notes too.
I see in the opposite direction that they're running at us.
They are coming from the center towards you. The doors behind you, though you don't remember them doing so, are shut.
How far away are the giant?
They're about 30 feet in front of you.
Can I... Wait, they're speaking what language?
They spoke in common.
Wonderful. I will look towards one, say some arcane words, and then go ahead and say, protect us. And I will cast Geas.
All right, so let's roll initiative. And I'll let you get that one off before the initiative starts. So wisdom save. And are you aiming at, you said you're aiming at the giants, not the hobgoblins, right?
Yes, indeed.
All right, let's see if this pans out. Bold move, Cotton. He passes.
Right on the money, too.
Yep. So this large giant with flames for hair shakes his head and begins barreling down towards you. What are you doing? Blitzrex.
He said large creature.
Yes, this large giant with flames for hair.
I'd like to check my notes really quick.
That's on you.
Did you post that in important info?
But you're in the middle of battle. So would Blizz stand there in the middle of battle and read?
Probably not.
Okay.
He would cast Ray of Frost.
I should probably add the combatants.
Gotcha.
Two. Okay, who are you targeting?
Giant flame-haired dude.
There's two.
The one nearest to me. And they're both pretty close.
They're both pretty equidistant. 1 hour and 55 minutes left.
I'll target the one on the right. FL1.
FI1?
Yeah, FI1.
Go for it. Oh, you already did, right? No, you just gave me the spell. You didn't give me the roll.
Yeah.
You gotta hit cast, not spell. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I tried doing cast. It wouldn't let me.
You did spell. Ah.
Yes, T.
Did you update your character? Try again. There we go.
Nailed it.
It splashes harmlessly off of his plate mail.
All right, Blizzthrax in this case is going to go ahead and retreat with his movement.
Where is he going?
Do we have a map set up?
Yeah, don't you see it?
Ah, there it goes. Sorry, I had to re-pull it back up. That's us right at the stars,
Yes.
generally. Sort of. Okay. I'm just going to run north.
Okay.
Would I start taking op attacks or no?
You're able to get around them without, if you skirt the walls. Your movement's 30.
Yeah.
So I'll say you'll get right here.
Okay. And then I'm going to turn around and use my longbow.
Okay.
And maybe try and pull the other one's attention. That's a
Doesn't
negative.
even feel it as it bounces off the thick plates sheathing him. But didn't you have a second attack?
I used War Magic. When you use your action to cast a cantrip, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action.
That's right. You're right. I forgot that was an action. Okay. So let's see. So they wouldn't have seen Blizz except by the lights of the fire giants. So let's see. Harold, you were towards the back? Or were you near the front?
I'm in the backish.
Okay. Clover, you would be near the front, right?
Probably on
Okay.
top of Silver.
Yes, you're
I
still
wouldn't
on
have
Silver.
my shield out. I wouldn't have my shield out right now.
Okay, so you have the lance out, right?
Yes. But even if I have my lance out, I can wield my shield as long as I'm on Silver.
Yes, I was just checking what weapon you had.
Yep.
Give me a second. My internet's starting to act up. Okay,
Mine was earlier.
so this hobgoblin rushes forward on you. Brings his longsword out, yelling, looking joyful, even. Uh, but completely goes wild and kind of overcorrects himself, but then comes back up, sword at the ready, next to you, not in front of you. Dash.
The big guy, how far is he?
About 30 feet. Both of them are about 30 feet.
I don't have anybody within 5 feet of me.
You take one step and you'll have that
No,
hobgoblin.
I'm making no off attack. I'm gonna back up 30 feet.
Back up.
Is there nowhere to back up?
No, y'all just came in through these doors. Here, let me get my mouse right here. So that's at y'all's back right now. You can move off like Blizz did, off to the north or to the east.
I don't see anything. I'm in the dice room and that's all I see. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna stop the stream and restart it.
Okay, so, and how, is this, what size is the room?
It's pretty large. Let's see, it's 120, about 30 across, from west to east. 20, 30, about 40 from south to north.
And how many enemies are there?
There are about 7 hobgoblins and 2 fire giants. All right. Let's get some Dixie.
To hell with it.
So the fire passes just in front of y'all's noses and just behind Blizz, not getting any of y'all, thankfully. And let me roll 7 saves. Hold on.
I'm gonna grab a slice of pizza.
Okay. So I have 3 passes and the rest are fails. So let's see how much HP these guys have. Irregardless,
That's gonna be 34 damage also.
yes sir, thank you. And the giants seem unfazed whatsoever.
As a free action, I'm going to say immune, not resistant, and that's going to be my turn.
I like it.
Well, that's not good.
Clover, what would you like to do? Time is ticking.
I have someone on me, right?
He is a crispy pile of crispy bacon at this point.
Oh, okay. Then what I want to do
9
is
minutes remaining.
I think this battle is not going to last. If I could get the stupid thing to work. Okay, so this battle I don't think is going to last, so I think we should retreat. So I'm going to bonus action tell Silver to walk past Blizz.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is as soon as he starts walking past Blizz, I'm going to cast Long Strider on me and Blizz.
All right.
Or not me, myself on Silver.
So you cast Longstrider on Silver and Blizzthrax.
Yes, a second level spell.
All right.
And I'm going to have Silver run the rest of the movement he gets. We're just going to be dashing out of this area. I don't think this fight's going to keep us alive if that thing goes off.
So you just start booking it basically to the north. Casting Longstrider on yourself and Blizz as you do so.
Yes.
Anything else?
That was my action and bonus action and Silver's movement. So that's it.
Go ahead and end your turn, please. Thank you. All right. It's Fire Giant's turn. In this room, still remaining is Dash and Harold. And Harold tried to gas this guy. So this giant great sword is unhooked, unstrapped from his back. And his eyes furrow, his brows sinking deep, deep over his eyes. And he swings as he takes 1, 2 steps. He's there.
He has reach, so he's not technically on us, though, right?
For him, he is. For you, he's not. You are little. He's 10 feet from you. You duck under it as it slowly cuts through the air above you. But then he twists his hand and it starts coming back. And it connects as you're coming back up from your crouch. Slams into the back of you. You take 30 slashing damage. Arcturia Doom belongs to us. Harold, it's your turn.
Boom. Right on the same spot as the fireball, hopefully hitting everyone's.
I'm looking at the range. Okay, so it's 20-foot sphere. 20-foot radius sphere. Awesome. So that'll just get him in there. Again, just passing in front of you. But leaving the corners of this room open and travelable. So they need to make Constitution saves. Ooh. Ooh. So 16 and a 15, which I believe are both fails.
They sure are.
And these creatures begin to breathe heavily. Tastes like rotten eggs. As they take 28 poison damage. They don't seem particularly phased by it, however. The other fire giant picks up a pile of the scrap metal and he goes, "You killed my slaves." And he chunks it at Dash. Dealing 32 bludgeoning damage as you're hit
Ouch.
in the chest. Blizzthrax, Clover cast Longstrider on you last turn and ran past you.
And ran past me.
Mm-hmm. So you have an additional 10 feet.
10 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
If I moved forward, I'd be in the cloud, correct?
If you move back towards the giants, yes. That reminds me, I need to make another save for number 2. Oh. He passes the save, so I'll only take half. Which is 14. Blech! It takes, like, your underwear, Druvax. Blech!
Alright, longbow.
You shoot your bow at 1 or 2? You were going for 2 last time. You went for 1 with the Ray of Frost and 2 with the longbow.
Yeah, it's, was there FI1 and FI2?
That's correct.
Okay, I'm gonna go for 1.
Okay. It's a longbow, so you can definitely reach. But it zoops into the wall just behind Dash. Or actually just behind Harold. I can't remember y'all's names today. Sorry. Just behind Harold. Anything else?
I'm gonna yell out at them, come and get me, pea-brains.
T-minus 8 minutes remaining. Dash. The one that attacked you through, so you do not have anybody in melee on you.
Okay, let me see if this works. Okay, it doesn't show up as an option. I'm trying to cast Sickening Radiance. So it's a con save from the two of them? Or is it just them two left, or is there any others?
It's just them two.
Okay, then they... Because it's a 30-foot radius, does that catch both of them?
Yes, you can put it back towards the back of the room so it doesn't catch y'all as well. One passes, one fails.
The one that failed has a level of exhaustion?
Okay. That's disadvantage on ability checks, I believe, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, go us. The one that passes doesn't take anything. Is that right?
Yeah, it looks like it. I don't see where it says half damage.
Okay. Anything else for you, Dash?
I'll start moving towards the other two.
Alright, you skirt the edge of this cloud kill and sickening radiance just emanating in this room, moving northwards. Clover, you are continuing out of this room?
Yes, I am. I'm just gonna have Silver continue moving as a bonus action, but as an action, I'm going to actually cast a spell.
What are you doing?
Actually, I'm not going to cast a spell. I'm just going to attack with my longbow.
Yeah, I'll say they're pretty far back. But longbows have ridiculous range, so go ahead. Where you'd probably only see two, as one is up by the door, and Harold. So two gets this little arrow in the cheek. But the second
And
one,
that's my second one.
second one bounces off of his armor, and he plucks the arrow out of his cheek. He looks back towards y'all, starts picking his teeth with the arrow, and goes,
Uh-oh.
"You got this one? I'll get those ones." Anything else, Clover?
That's
Number one, he's kind of doing that thing where you kind of, God, Zelzarf, did you fart? Oops, that's not right. And he'll only take half damage from the Cloud Kill and nothing from the Sickening Radiance. He's like, "Oh God, it's in my mouth. I can taste it." And he brings that great sword down again at Harold, giving you an additional 17 damage. And I need you to make a con save. Don't capitalize it. You lose your concentration on the Cloud Kill.
Oh boy.
And the sword comes back around and hits you for another 31 damage. And it's your turn. I believe it just fails. So
That it does.
So 45. This seems to shake him a little bit, and you can see he's starting to look just a little hurt, just barely. So, and he goes, "Oh no, we can't be having that. I think I'll have human for supper tonight." Number 2 begins moving north. Lysthrax, you would be the closest. And he unhooks the great sword from his back. And he goes, "You know, I don't like you." Let me roll his con save for the Sickening Radiance. Dash, what's your spell save DC?
18, I believe.
So
Yeah,
it is. So it
it-
is. So he takes a second level of exhaustion. Which gives him half speed. His large feet. He just barely gets to Blizthrax as his feet are dragging.
So did he start his turn in there?
Yes.
Wouldn't he also take the 4d6 or 4d10?
Yes. I was using the same one that you had. Oh no, wait, you didn't roll it. Never mind. Yes you did. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
22.
I didn't know if you were using the same one or not.
And he's just now starting to look a little hurt. Blizz, his sword crashes into you. Take 33 damage from the first swing. And as it comes back around, hitting your back, you take 25 from the second.
Alright.
T minus 7 minutes remaining. Blizz, it is your turn.
Alright, and that was FI2.
Yes, he's 10 feet from you.
Alright.
You cut under near where the gap in the plate meets his boot, dealing 13 damage.
I will use Hunter's Mark. Golly, I should have Hunter's Marked on that first one, but I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and do it for the second one.
Okay. So use your bonus action to Hunter's Mark him. And your second attack misses. Clanging against steel.
I'm gonna go ahead and action surge.
Okay. Ooh, what a
Get
use of
critted.
an action surge. What a use.
He also takes 5 from the Hunter's Mark.
Okay. And your second attack misses. As you're overjoyed by your good hit, your second one goes wide.
Alright.
Dash.
One of them's looking hurt.
They both look pretty hurt, but the one closest to you looks the hurtest. Okay. Ooh.
That's gnarly.
That was amazing.
He disintegrates.
Nice.
One down.
1 to go. Clover. The one you saw, the other's out of your line of sight. The one you saw, though, turns to dust. A foreshadowing of what might happen to you should you fail to find the keys in time.
Uh-oh. We need to hurry. I'll yell. I don't know what to do. I think I'll just wait here. I'll hold my action or bonus action to tell Silver to keep moving.
You can't hold a bonus action.
Okay. I guess I'll just end my turn. I don't know what to do.
Number 1 goes, Zelzarf? Zelzarf? He looks back over his shoulder. He doesn't see his friend, just a pile of dust. And he's like, where did he go? Huh. Shrugs his shoulders and goes, you hurt me, little man. Now you will be my dinner. First, he's got to save off of that sickening radiance, which he does. This one is not bothered by it at all.
And there's no more cloud kill.
That's correct. Harold, you take another 22 slashing damage on the first attack. And the second deals 29.
Dang it. I'm down.
Blizz and Dash, you can still see Harold as the sword knocks him askew. And you see his eyes roll back in his head as he drops to the floor. You're going to be good meal. Bluestrax, what are you doing?
Okay. I was just looking at my war pick, and I believe that it's adamantine.
It is.
I'm going to swap over to that and stab him.
So you run back into the room up near the doors, and you bring your war pick underhanded and swing.
Is this FI? Hold on. 1?
That's the only one that's left.
Okay, we're getting a little bit of resistance here.
to type 1 and then hit enter. There you go.
That's what it is.
You bring it, it goes wide.
Sorry, 2 separate words, not one.
No, when it gets the multiple matches, after that you need to type 1 and then enter. Okay. So this one though, as you bring it back, clashes into his armor. He looks down at you and he goes, "Oh, we're going to eat well tonight."
Gonna go ahead and action sword.
Okay.
Oh no, wait. I only have one apparently.
Okay, so yeah, you can't do that then. Dash.
Can I get a dexterity save from him?
Sure can. Oh, he fails it good.
Whew.
They might be dinner, but you're dust.
Oh, you gotta do roll first.
Yeah, I forgot roll.
Oh, yeah, you upcast that, huh?
Huh? Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Yeah, that's 7th level, my highest level.
Let me see if that's enough. By 8 points, that is enough.
Wow.
As he drifts away into dust.
Cure
T
wounds.
minus 6 minutes. Harold, you've come back as you rolled a natural 20 on your death save with 1 HP. And then Blizz adds on to that HP. For another
What's
8
that?
points.
8 point. Hold the man. Now is not time to be sleeping. We have work to do. I'm gonna help up Harold to his feet.
Okay.
You guys, I think the first clue is actually to the right. Those doors to the southeast,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and open them.
Okay. 1 moment, please. So there's no instructions on... did y'all need to take a quick break?
I'm good.
Either way's fine with me.
And Dash never takes breaks, right? All right. So you open the doors into this wide hall that has 50-foot high ceilings that angle down to 20 feet high as it travels from north to east. Shouts echo from a door to the west, which is slightly open, which I will show you on the map. Damn it. This is the door that is slightly open.
All right. It's that first one. As we're going in, it'll be on the right.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. Anything about the store? Any markings?
The door hangs ajar, and you hear shouts in Goblin. Anybody speak Goblin?
I
I
think
do.
I do. Let me check.
I definitely do.
It sounds like.
I do.
Okay, so the two that speak Goblin, it sounds like military orders. Phalanx position! Right, left, right. Guard!
Okay. Skipping that room. We're gonna go run south.
Okay,
To the double doors.
okay. 38, 38.
Any markings on the door?
Hanging above the lintel of these double doors is a disc of black basalt engraved with that same symbol, the skeletal hand of Arcturia herself. What else than the Lich's personal chambers lie beyond these doors? The air is thick with menace.
Hey, Harold. Do you need a moment to heal up before we go in?
Well, I guess that wouldn't be the worst idea. Give me a second.
I'll drop a second level cure wounds on you.
I might do one for myself.
You know what? I'm so sorry. I messed up the rooms. This over on the far east is going to be that room I described. There's nothing on the doors that you're looking at. I'm so sorry.
Oh, the one on the east?
Right there.
Okay, yeah. Then we'll take the one on the east.
I mean, you can.
You gain 15 back from me.
And 7 from Liz.
That's 7 on myself.
Okay. What else?
When everyone else is ready, we'll go ahead and go through the doors.
Okay. So into this room. Here we go. The opulence
Sorry
at
about that.
The opulence at display here is fit for kings. Lavishly furnished, this boudoir sports wall-to-wall carpeting, gold silk cushions, and black basalt braziers that smolder with melting incense. 2 hammocks are strung between chiseled pillars, and in one naps an Adonis of a man, wearing nothing but a golden silk skirt and fine sandals. Track marks march up and down his forearms.
Gross.
Looking at this last clue that you gave us, it says, "Beware for whilst man is like to wear the tiger's hide, this tiger hides in a man's flesh. Unleash the beast, and you will have the key."
Disintegrate. No, I'm just kidding. I wish I could.
I'm out of that.
You see
Excuse
the
me, sir.
man. Sorry, go ahead.
Would you happen to have the key that we're looking for?
As his eyes flutter open, you see he's kind of reaching out and batting at something invisible. And he wakens as your voice awakens him. He sits up, leans out of the hammock, and he goes, "Oh, we have visitors. Are you here to join in Aluciar's peerless loving?" He
Is
gets
that
up.
what would get us the key?
He gets up and he walks gracefully towards you, and he begins to run his fingers down your chest, and he goes, "I am the ultimate paramour. If you want a key, though," he purrs, "free me." And he puts his palms up, right, and you see glyphs burned into the palms of his hands.
You need me to free you. How can we be doing this?
Break the seal outside of this room. Let me see, I can't find the seal. Oh, he points back towards the doors you just came in and goes, "Break the seal outside of this room, and I will be free." And then a voice echoes throughout the chamber. "Hallister." "Now," says the mage, "if you loose him, he'll work all manners of evil in Waterdeep. Really muck up the place. Isn't that right, Aluciar?" The man flinches at the sudden voice. "I asked you not to use that name, Mage. Answer the question." "I don't wanna." "I compel you." He makes a rude gesture. "Yeah? Compel this." A sudden shock surges through the man, illuminating a form hiding beneath that flesh. A tiger-like humanoid with backwards palms. The creature looses a sharp scream and sucks in a heavy breath. "Ah! Fine, Mage, fine," he shouts before turning to you. "It is true that I intend to work all manner of evil in the city above. Plots, schemes, tomfoolery, and vengeance. Stiffing waiters and taxis and the like." His lips curl into a smile. "Now, how about that seal?"
Um,
Oh no, about the seal.
what are you talking about? It's the only way we're going to get the key from him.
The Alociar nods. He goes, "It's the only way you're going to get the key from me."
I just don't have a good feeling about that.
Neither do I, but we have a short amount of time before we are disintegrated, and none of this actually ends up mattering. So if we could just break the seal, that would be great.
As if on cue, a voice resounds in your minds. T minus 5 minutes until disintegration.
We need to hurry.
Already half your time is gone.
So the seal is. Sorry, just a quick recap. The seal is on the door?
Yes, that black basalt carving above the door.
Okay, I go run out and smash it.
You go outside and taking your greatsword or warpick or whatever, you break it into the basalt and it cracks. And those of you still inside the room, you hear voices coming from the south door. And behind him, you hear a woman's voice. Lucia, you better not be trying to escape again. We'll have your head. And he goes, quickly, quickly. And he goes, as the basalt crumbles to dust. And he goes, Arcturia can't keep me here anymore. And he walks out of the room. He resumes the image you saw flicker briefly. That of a humanoid looking tiger with palms on backwards. Still wearing just a gold silk skirt and finely woven sandals. And he goes, I haven't been out of those rooms in decades. And then he disappears. From the south, you hear, Aluciar! Alucia! It's getting closer.
We're in trouble now.
As he kind of disappears.
Oh, before he did disappear, but before he did, he points back at one of the braziers and he says, "It's in there."
Oh, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Go run back inside and search the brazier.
The brazier is currently lit.
I'm gonna use my decanter of endless water.
Beautiful. As you splash this thing, the fire goes out and you see the white hot mithril key sitting in the brazier, and the water splashes out over it more, cooling it, and you hear the handle at the southern door jiggles.
Okay, so sorry, go ahead.
We're dead.
So there's a southern door, and then there's a southwest set of double doors.
And there's a door to the north, and then there's the double doors to the west you came out of, where the rest of your party is currently waiting. The door begins to open. Through it, you see the flash of scales, blue and glittering.
We should get out of here. And I run out of the room.
All right, y'all
I'll
are
run
back in
after
the
him.
center hallway.
Yeah. Run north. Hey, Clover, what do you think of the notes? Can you make sense of them?
Not much.
Y'all
I
run
don't
north. You hear twin serpentine screams in Draconic that go, "He has escaped!" One decidedly male, one decidedly female. As you run north, let's see. You run into tombstone pillars that flank a door to the east, eyes facing all directions, carved with lidless eyes facing all directions.
Lidless eyes.
Mm-hmm. You also ran past a set of double doors to the west, and the hallway continues northwards.
Okay, you guys. This could end very badly for me. I'm gonna need you to back up.
What are you trying to do? What are you doing?
I'll start backing up.
Trust me. If you read the notes, it says, "Find me and you find the key. Look longingly into my eyes as a lover would. Then squish them. Really poke them like I owe you money. Ah, but beware, for my eyes have seen much, too much, and you too shall see what I've seen. It ain't pretty, but what I've seen, it ain't pretty at all. Insight might just drive you completely mad. So,
Oh, that sounds pretty interesting. And Harold will go up and stab his staff into the eyes while looking at him.
You do so, and nothing happens. The stone eyes do not blink.
He's gonna drop his shield and staff and just start poking at him, really getting in there with his fingers.
They don't move at all.
Oh, boo. He'll go, well, that was a little anticlimactic. I figured a young one like you didn't need to be going after all that danger.
I'm gonna look longingly into those eyes.
I knew that was
Like a lover
coming. You do, and they don't seem to look. As you look at them, you're like, nah, this isn't Hallister. They're just carvings.
Okay, just carvings.
Seems like it.
I'm gonna try and open the doors then.
As you throw your weight against the door, Octuria's recorded, emotionless voice echoes through your skull. Lockdown in progress. Exits have been sealed until launch countdown has completed. Please enjoy your stay. T-minus 4.5 minutes.
Are the eyes sticking out at all?
They're just carved into the pillars.
Okay, then I run north.
Okay, you run northwards past some double doors to the northeast, or you can continue down the hallway.
Anything about the doors that we're passing by?
Let me see. I'm lost. You don't see anything specific about the doors.
Quickly try and open the doors.
They open. Hold on. As you open the door, you open into standing in opposite corners of are two 9-foot tall statues of ogres, transforming into giant flies. A large stone table stands in the middle of the room. Several curious items rest atop it, including a black cube-shaped box on a folded gray blanket and the slimy, decapitated head of a mind flayer whose headless body has bled out on the floor nearby. The corpse is being feasted on by magnets. Inside the door, you see scorch marks around the door. Some fire that burned it long, long ago. Um, Inside, you see a drow. And as he looks over you, he goes, and goes invisible. What would you like to do? T-minus 4 minutes until disintegration.
I have the spell See Invisibility. I'm
You
going to cast it.
You cast it, you see the drow clutching a key to his chest, and he's looking terrified.
Okay, I declare exactly where he is, and I'll start moving towards him.
He begins to run.
I say, follow him. He's going down whatever direction he's going.
He's heading towards the northeast. But your
Get
friends
to the
cannot see him.
northeast exit. Block the doors.
As he's running spryly this direction, you see him begin to float and kick off this wall and shoot across this hallway. What are y'all doing?
Get on
Try
Silver and dash.
Yeah, dashing.
No, he meant dash his shoulder.
Get on Silver and dash. You might not want to do that.
Yeah, don't get on my back.
Nope.
I need y'all to make dexterity saving throws as a pit opens up beneath you.
I'm gonna make mine an 11 and make Harold's an 11. Oh, never mind. I'll make Harold's a 11 and I'll make mine a Featherfall.
You can only use one reaction.
Oh, that's right. Actually,
Is this the check or a save?
This is a save, as seen by all the saves in the dice room.
All right, rolling with advantage.
okay.
Using Dungeon Delver.
I changed my mind. I'm going to level 3 cast Featherfall and target 3 people. Me, Harold, and Silver.
Okay, roll for Silver. His save.
He's just going to be falling.
So he's not going to try to stop at all.
I don't think he'll be able to.
Okay, you three land at the bottom of the pit, 10 feet down. Blizz and Dash, you're able to stop on top.
I'm gonna lower down some rope and see if I can pull him up.
Okay. You
Hey Dash, mind if I get some help?
precious seconds tick by as you lower the rope down, down, down into the pit. Clover, Silver, and Harold grab the rope and begin to pull themselves up. Can Silver can't climb, right?
I'd have to tie it to him.
Okay. So you two can
And
climb. They'll have to pull Silver up.
yep.
And I need, if Dash, if you're helping Blizz, you can
I'm
make.
gonna polymorph into a giant ape.
All right. So y'all can both make strength checks in that case with advantage. Jesus, Blizz.
I know.
But Dash, you can make one too with advantage. So he kind of knocks you out of the way, Blizz, as he goes, starts pulling Silver up hand by hand, and quickly, y'all are back up on the eastern side of the pit.
Is there a way to get over?
You can jump. It's 10 feet.
Yay! Then I'll hop
Right.
over.
Jumping.
But by this point, you do not see the drow.
That's great. I don't know what to do about that. We're gonna see. I say we
okay.
keep hoofing it.
Since we jumped over already, we'll start heading west,
Okay?
and then we will. Is that a door like right in front of us as we come out?
Right here? Yes.
Okay. Open the door real quick.
Okay. You are looking into. You hear strange clicking noises as you put your hand on the doorknob.
I'm gonna try and stealthily open it.
Make a stealth check. Slowly, you try to push this door open, but then you slip and your elbow hits it with your ungainly long arms, and it slams open. Inside, you see a horrible creature, and this room is curved. The curved walls are lined with stone shelves. Hundreds of jars of body parts lie smashed on the floor. And this creature that stands in the room, just clicking and making noise, looks back at you.
So it looks like a kind of library with a little monster sitting in the middle.
not so much a library as maybe a specimen room.
I'm gonna try and run past the little dude.
Okay.
Like maybe try and like hug the wall.
He watches you
Past
as
it.
you pass, but does not reach out to try to attack you. A door is
okay.
at the northern end.
I'm gonna check the door.
It
Try and
opens
open it.
into a hallway. The door to your east and more hallway to your west.
Door to the east.
Oops. This opens up into 25. Two hobgoblins stand guard here, one in front of each door. As you slam the door open, the hobgoblin looks at you, and calls out the alarm. Will you engage as they begin to try to attack?
They're standing in the middle of the room, correct?
No, there's one right next to each door, as I said, and one's right next to you.
Okay, next. Okay. No.
What are you gonna do?
I'd like to try and run to the south door, if possible.
Alright, so one op attack against you. And you're running right next to the other one.
Yeah.
T minus 3 minutes until disintegration.
What should we do?
First one hits. Five damage to Blizzthrax, and you run up next to the other one, and the door opens, and he's like, "Hey, you can't do that!" And leads down a hallway. Do you run into said hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. They're somewhat surprised by you and your actions, so they're just like, "What the hell?" As you all kind of rush past and down, Scooby-Doo style, down into this hallway, and they're just like, And one more is going to try to get off an attack on you, Blizz.
Okay.
Missing. But they do not follow.
All right.
Oh, sorry, that north one is not real. That's an expanded dungeon thing, which we are not using. There you go.
Good, because we're running south anyways.
2 doors.
The one to the northwest. Okay.
Lying on the floor.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't realize there was a description. Go ahead.
Okay. So, lying on the floor in the middle of this room is a creature held down with chains that has the body part of an ogre and the head of a carrion crawler. The ogre's severed head and the carrion crawler's decapitated body lie discarded in the northern corner of the room, where they've begun to putrefy and emit a dreadful stench. Hanging from a stone peg on the north wall is an iron ring with 3 keys.